Hi everyone. Very good morning, good afternoon, and good evening for all those who are watching this Financial Freedom Challenge live. Back then, when I started this live back in 2021 22, we said that, the same dialogue, but I was in India. I was not sure that why I want to wish people on keeping good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Maybe possibly this situation have been come across now. So this live, for those who are starting with in New York, this is completely for them as a morning. Those who are starting in the UK, a good afternoon, and those who are from India, a very warm good evening for everyone. So we'll start with the Financial Freedom Challenge 2.0. Before we proceeded further, could you please comment down which part of the world you guys have joined from? I think eat good, real food. Okay, that's the first comment we have got it. He's from Salem. Is it India, Salem you're talking about, brother? Is it my audio is loud and clear? Manikanda Mani from Bangalore. Okay, that's great. So those who are on the webinar, I hope you guys have already switched to the YouTube live. If not, please do join the live session directly. You can get it for the YouTube live. Manikandan from Bangalore. Okay, what are we going to do and what are we going to discuss today? That's what the most important question. From Gaurav Vadeka from Mumbai, Shorts Corner, Kerala, Palakkad. Okay, Palakkad levedeana. Jasmal Rahman from Kerala. You're in the UK. Okay, that's great. Uh, yeah, all clear. Golden Fortune from Maharashtra. That's great. Akash Kumar from Pune, India. Hi Akash. Hi everyone. So the first and foremost thing setting the agenda for today's meeting is basically along with you, I'm also giving it a try for starting with 10k instant capital with E2T prop. Victor from Nigeria. Hi Victor. Naked Yadav from Pune, India. Hi Yadav. So along with you, as I said, I'm also starting with an E2T prop. 10k instant capital. So today on the Discord we had a couple of queries basically asking people how to get payout, but today we made our payout on the few hours of request itself. So those who are worried about getting a payout, those who are worried about having lot of questions about E2T prop, having lot of things, what I'm going to do, I'm going to explain you about what is E2T prop and who we are and what we do on a regular basis, and based on that you can make your decisions with respect to proceeding further with the E2T prop, or you can start uh, with your own capital. And what the best thing is, you can also learn from whatever the little bit of nuances what I have learned from the market. So this is not being just in a one way communication. I want you to make the most out of it and ask as much as questions possible so that we can clarify all your doubts, all your questions from the London trading floor, from the Bromley trading floor itself. So let's begin our session by understanding who are all our audience, as I do earlier. How long have you been trading in the market, guys? Could you please comment down how long have you been trading? Jomi from Kerala. Hi Jomi, how are you? He is one of our topmost affiliate with Gear Up. All the very best for the Gear Up team. Sadik Sadi from Kerala. Hi Sadik. So how long have you been trading the market, guys? Around 3 years. Okay, that's great. Srinivas from Hyderabad, Karthik from Kerala. Hi Karthik. Atharva around 3 years. Manikanda Mani 7 years. Vaibhav, last 2 years you have been trading the markets. Okay. Rahul Kumar, 1 year. Nikit Yadav, 8 years. Golden Fortune, 4 years. You have been participating. That's great. Okay. All right. So you guys are experienced people, so I don't want to explain or take you through the basic stuff. And Gaurav been trading from 6 months, Sadik from 2021. So I'll just on a brief note, I'll explain. I've been participating in the market. I've been learning from market from 2014. Back then we didn't had any kind of this online support system what we do at the moment, because we can exchange our valuable knowledge and share our views as well at the moment, but we didn't had anything similar to this earlier. Sangram from 10 years, that's great. Sangram, happy to be on live with you, because this is not only a one way communication. In future we will also send you sub host links where you can also come and join along with me and start with the session as well. Sangram, basically less than 4 months. Victor, there are a lot of people who have joined, experienced traders, so you can also learn from them. Make sure you guys are joining to our Discord, WhatsApp communities, so that you don't missed out with all the opportunities. So what really you know excites me about E2T propers, basically you don't have to go through any sort of let's say challenge phases apart from any other prop firms. You can directly get funded and trade with global market. The you know the USPs, if I would say, or the best part about E2T prop is that you can trade crypto, you can trade commodities, you can trade currencies, you can trade Nifty and Bank Nifty, you can trade Nasdaqs, anything and everything you can trade. You can even trade the stocks as well. At the same time, you can retain up to 90% of your profits. So most of you know that. So this being as a financial freedom challenge first day, I don't want you to explain lot of technical stuffs. I'll explain the basic thing so that it will be much more easy for you to understand it, and then from there you can take it forward from there. So make sure today, today's video, those who are not in the live, please do watch this complete session to understand what we are going to do. From tomorrow onwards, any questions, any doubts, I'll be able to clarify it, but we'll be more focusing on explaining what are the assets we are going to look for today's session. So today, when I have posted, the morning missives, we had a long bias on gold. We had a short-term pullback on BTC. We had, let me take you through for the 4 hours. UK 100, we are targeting somewhere close to 8,901. Later in this session, I'll take you through what is the reasoning behind each and every analysis, why I have posted what I have posted. And this is, sorry, this is what I was sharing. And USD JPY, we have a long bias, as well as GBP INR, those who are sending money from UK to India and those who are managing business overseas. You can understand GBP INR and USD INR personal views. Consider all of this kind of discussions what we do as an educational purpose. Don't take anything for buy or sell signals, because I want you guys to do your own analysis before proceeding further. So like this wise, you can trade all the market. I focus on different assets 7 to 8 different assets, and according to the time and structure, I'll be taking my positions along with you. So what are we going to do? We are going to get 90% of the profits when we achieve a certain targets. So what are the targets? You can go through the E2T prop email address to more details. What I'll do, I'll just send you the link to give me a second, guys. Yeah, I've just posted a chat link for everyone, those who haven't signed up to the you know E2T prop, please do sign up with the Global Employment Program. Yes, brother, I'm going to explain you the Global Employment Program as well. We have only Indian markets and experience. Money content, no worries. You can trade in Nifty and Bank Nifty as well. Yeah. So the most important thing everyone to keen to understand is Global Employment Program, right? So basically, you need to start with the $10,000 capital in order to proceed further with the Global Employment Program. So what is the 10K? First, you understand how the beauty of E2T prop scale up plan. Then I'll take you through the Global Employment Program so that it will be much more easy for you to understand. So what is E2T prop capital? You are going to get an instant capital, which is you can purchase $1,000 capital or a $2,500 capital or a 5,000 capital or a 10,000 or a 20, 40, 60, 80, and all the way up to 100K in capital. And I believe those who are in this session today who are willing to go extra mile to trade or become a full-time trader having a seven-figure account in the future. So 6 months down the line or a 1 year down the line, if you want to become a full-time trader trading with a seven-figure account, you need to make sure that you guys are proving your worth, proving your skill in order to maintain the risk in front of the investors, right? So once you know that, okay, I'm a trader who can manage the risk and I can showcase my profitability, that's when you get capital allocations. So that's the simple form. Here we are giving you straight away the capital without any challenge phases. What you can do, basically you can start with a simulated capital up to 100K. You don't have to invest your hard earned 100K in capital. What you can do, you can start with 100K capital for $3,000 earlier, but currently we are doing the summer offer for 50%, so you don't have to invest $3,000. You can start with $1,500. In 10 case scenario, what is going to happen, you don't have to pay $300, you can just pay $150. When you pay $150, okay, I'm a trader, I'm going to put a risk of $150. What is the reward in it for me? The reward is basically you can request for the payout of $900, and once you hit the 10% target, so the profit target is 10%. So somebody was asking me yesterday on my WhatsApp chat saying that okay, I want to take my profit when I hit my 1%, 2%. No, this is not a broker account. This is completely a simulated capital for you to prove your skill in order to put your skill into investors. So what we do, we are evaluating your performance on the simulated capital for you to showcase your skill, and whether you can be a scalper, whether you can be a momentum trader or an intraday or a positional, whatever kind of strategy you want to use it, you can proceed it further. So you need to hit a 10 percentage target by maintaining 5 percentage maximum loss limit, which is a 1 is to 2 risk reward ratio. But you should never ever risk more than 2 percentage on any given day, because that makes you a failure for this account what you have purchased. So make sure you are risking less than 2 percentage in any given day and proceeding further with the achieving your 10 percentage target, right? What is the most of the challenge for any trader nowadays? Because in YouTube and social media with your friends, if you go for trading cafes, you will find so many good traders trading from there, but they are not long enough, right? What is the most challenge they face? Could you please type down in the chat box or comment down in the YouTube, wherever you are watching? Or Sangram, you have been trading in the market for 10 years now. So let's say, you know, let me just hide unwanted things basically. Yeah, I have a 50K free trial account. Okay. No worries. I'm going to explain to you what you can do with the 50K free trial. Managing risk and rewards. Yes, Sangram, as you rightly mentioned, managing the risk is most challenging job for anyone, right? So here, if you look at the daily profit limit as well, this is a platform which has been built from traders to the traders. So basically, we know what are the struggles we have been going through as a trader in our early eras. So as you as a trader should never ever get a phase where having a day where you are over trading or a revenge trading or absolutely going wrong. For an investor, those who trade with us for 6 months down the line, they know for a fact, okay, Sinu can make a 2% loss today. That's the worst case scenario because his account will be failed after that. Sinu can and also make a 2% profit today, right? Or the same way, if I want to say about Vaibhav, Vaibhav can make 2% today, or Sangram can make 2% today, or Manikanta is going to make only 2% today, and Akash might lose. Sorry, Akash, I don't want to pinpoint. I'm just scrolling from you know bottom to top. Akash might lose 1% today, or the shots corner 1.5 years, he might or she might lose 1% today, or Victor might lose 1% today. Then you need to stop for the day, because if you don't do that, what happens? Your account will be failed, right? So that's the beauty of managing risk. By managing the risk, if you are able to achieve 10%, you will get 90% of the profit. As I said earlier, for risking $150, you're targeting a $900 profit, right? On the 10K. That's not the beauty about E2T prop. That happens with every prop, right? They say that even right after you complete with first stage, second stage, you will get a capital. But here you are starting with an instant capital directly. But when you get a payout request, when you pay for the, just give me a sec. Sorry guys, so you will get the payout. At the same time, you can scale up from a 10K capital to 20K capital. You can scale up from one level to the period 2. When you are on a 20K capital, what is going to happen? The same rules, nothing is going to be changing. So same drawdown, same target. So we don't want you to go through a roller coaster ride where you think that, okay, today I want to achieve this much percentage, today I want to achieve X amount. No, you don't have to do that. Here what you can do, the same set of strategies which you are able to prove yourself, the same thing you can continue forward with the 20K. When you hit 10% on 20K, this account, if you want to purchase it, you should pay a $300. But since you have achieved 10% target on the 10K account, what happens? You don't need to pay anything, but at the same time, you can scale up your account free of cost to the 20K. And then again, when you hit the 10%, you will receive $1,800 plus you can scale up your account from 20K to 40K. Like this, you can scale up your ladder from the period 1 to period 2, period 3, period 4. So tomorrow when you see the thumbnail, you will be able to understand the fact that we are starting with a 10K capital. From 10K to $1 million account, that's what we are aiming for, by proving our skill for 12 consecutive periods. When I say that I'm aiming for 12 consecutive periods, we might face challenges. I'm not sure, how good I'm going to become in front of the system, in front of trading with other traders as well. But let's take it forward. So the lack of risk management and the concept. Thank you, Srinivas. So this is what is going to take us Okay, I'm going to answer Viber. Don't worry. This is what the beauty of E2T prop instant capital. Does the free trial account counts in any challenge? Vaibhav, I'm really sorry. Does not count in any challenge? But those who are completely new, those who are want to have a give it a try on our prop account, I want all of them to give it a try with the free trial, because you will understand the platform first. You will understand how to place the order, because even if I'm a great trader, most of the people will face challenges between technical errors and the software updates within platforms to platform. So I want all of you to go through the free trial, and then once you're confident enough to proceed further with the instant capital, then you can start. Okay. Anyways, we are going to start with the 10K account today. Basically, if we get any entry today, we will start with our 10K. So answering to your first question, what is the global employment program? Before proceeding further with the global employment program, do you guys have any questions, any clarifications with respect to what account size I need to purchase? It What is the payment I have to do? What is the reward I'm going to get? What are the rules I'm going to manage? Or how can I scale up from 10K to 20K? Any questions, any doubts with respect to this segment? Please do ask. Any doubts, any question, guys? Anything, guys? I'm just waiting for your response. Can we trade in Indian markets? Yes, you can trade in Nifty and Bank Nifty. Hi guys, still I think there are some people on the webinar. I'm really sorry. So make sure you guys are joining on the link which I've. Please explain the additional benefits of the global employment program. I have a doubt that today I'm trading in the demo account and facing challenge with the Bank Nifty charts. Sangram, please do send me Karthik 1K account. Yes, you can start. Please do send me a private message. I think you are already in the community. If you are not there, you will find my number from the community. I'll just post the link. You can also find on the YouTube description what is the link for joining our community. I'll just post it right away. Those who are on the website, please do join to the Discord community and send me a text message whenever I'm free. I'll make sure that you guys are being answered with respect to small technical questions like this. And what are the questions you guys asked today? I'll make sure that I'm able to answer it in the next live session. So we'll keep this as an rotation. So any questions, we will get it clarified. We'll make sure that you guys are able to get the answers as well. Yeah, okay. I'm just sending you the link to join for the two. Yeah, on the WhatsApp. Sangram discussed with you 2 days back. Okay, you have already said. Oh, the gap up opening. You are talking about the gap up opening. Okay. So when we go back, okay, let's close Sangram's question in the later stage. Okay. We can also see there is a gap up opening happened here. And if I'm sharing this chart, I think I'll be able to share my E2. Challenge. Let me log in, guys. Give me a sec. Meanwhile, I used to do music earlier. Let me just. It will be good. Let me know if you have to reduce the volume. Yeah. Just logged into my trading window. When I go back and check gold indices and check on, you were saying about the bank nifty, right? Hello.
Hey, Steve.
So I was saying that Sangram, keep me in the loop. Send an email to support at e2tprop.com. I was saying that the same gap ups are happening. And since everybody is interested in explaining to understand what is the global employment program, I'm going to take time to explain the global employment program thing, and then I'll come back to you. Keep me in the loop, and I'll make sure that I'm answering all your questions. 1K daily drawdown is 2%, 20 USD. Do you think it will be a good for swing traders in XAUUSD? Karthik, uh, okay, so I'll come back to your question. Don't worry. Yes, we can manage with respect to 2%, because if you're a trader who's going ahead with 0.001, you need to find an edge between right balance of having lesser lot size, risking not more than $10 in any given day, because on the 1K account we do have 3% basically. Don't worry about 2%, because since you rightly asked about the drawdown on the 1K and 2.5K, we didn't had a plan. With respect to our community request, we have activated the plan so that people can start from the smaller account. Those who does not have like even a $150 account. I'll explain you the other process where you can start. Even with the 1K, you have a 3% maximum profit limit and a 3% drawdown. With 2.5K, yes, these are all our starter plans, because most of the people would now move ahead with the 10K and 20K. Even with 80K plans, people are giving it a try from across the world. So it's up to you. It's up to you how you want to proceed it further. But back to global employment program. What is it? So with the help of E2T and with the help of Educate to Trade, this is an initiation for anyone who's looking for a long-term career. So anyone who wants to become full-time trader, basically he or she needs to have a basic support to, rather than focusing on making profits every day, he or she can, what they can do, basically they can focus on, you know trading and min the money from the market, whichever the support or the system which they are using, rather than pushing a trade. So in order to get that level, what you need to do, you need to prove your skill by passing 5 stages. When you start with a 10K, you need to pass the 10K account. That's the one-time payment which you are making. At the moment, there is an offer going on so that you can start for 150. You have to hit 10%. You will get the payout. You will get the free account for 20K. Then you need to prove that as well. Again, you need to prove 40K. Again, you need to prove 60K. And finally, you need to prove your fifth phase, which is 80K plan when you start with the 10K capital. So that's something you need to go ahead and give it a try and showcase as the consistency. Once you do that, with the help of Educate to Trade, you can work anywhere in the world by getting a basic compensation, as well as from a full-time position along with us for the next 12 months, years. So you will get a contract basically for having a support with us, having we can trade in our trading floor, getting all the support from our experienced traders who's like this. You can also trade across the globe. You can travel and trade whatever you want to do or whatever you wish to do, you can get it done. So on a simple note, when you start with an instant capital, which is basically you can start from a 1K to 10, 100K. But on the GEP, what you have to do, which is Global Employment Program, you need to start with 10K capital. And you need to pass 5 consecutive stages. While doing that, we can also support you in terms of giving you a 90% of the profits you make. So sorry, excuse me, guys. So when you hit a 10% target on a 10K, you will get the payout. When you hit the 10% target on a 20K, you will get the payout of 1,800. When you hit a 10% target, which you have paid only 150, and after passing 2 stages, now you are trading with 40K. So you don't need a great strategy. You just need a system, a disciplined approach, which I'm going to explain to you how we are going to proceed it further, how I am going to take it forward, so that some of the inputs you can also take it for your trading. So when we start with our account, so this is what our instant capital, right? I'm just sharing the tab. So if you look at the trades which I've placed, I've closed 2 positions, and both positions are in loss. I've tried with, this is a free trial. Basically, we'll start trading with the 10K instant capital. Let me see if my account is already ready. I'll check with the I think it's yet to activate it. No worries, we are not in a hurry. Usually I take my Mondays later New York sessions. I'll keep you posted, updated with whatever trades I'm taking in the live, but we'll do all the analysis, right? Yeah. When you look at the plan which I've created for myself, this looks similar. Those who asked, how can I manage my risk with respect to $1,000 account, with respect to a 10K capital. So this is what I'm going to give it a try. If I'm starting with a $10,000 capital, I'm going to take less than quarter of a percentage, or equal to quarter of a percentage, which is 1% is basically $100, and I'm going to risk only $25 in any given trade, and I'm going to target minimum 1:2 and 1:3. Sometimes we might, exit at even 1:1. We will have break-even trades. We will have, scratches. We will have 1 to 3 running trade. Even with this, I can run a single trade for 1:8. Then only I'll achieve my 2% profit limit for the day. So somebody was asking me a question, right? Karthik, so this is how I'm going to plan my trades. Basically, if I am starting with, $1,000 account, then I will plan risking only $2.5. See, you might see the podcast which I've did with our great trading psychologist Enzo Calamita, and we had the same conversation. You can go through our YouTube profile and see the uh, trading psychology playlist, and WhatsApp group is giving error. Don't worry, Sangram. I'll send you the real link. You can proceed it further from there. I'll also try to join from YouTube so that I'll see how it is looking like, and I can post it on the live chat as you. Okay, guys. So I've just tried posting the link. I'm not able to. Yeah. Just now I posted the chat link. Let's see. Yeah, it was taking some time, isn't it? That's the latest message. We have got it. After that, some of the other questions yet to receive it. Okay, all right. So, as per the plan, we are going to give it a try for 21 trades on this. So, what's going to happen if I make 21 trades worth risking $25 on each trade? Even if I lose consistently for 4 days, what's going to happen? 4 days is nothing but I'm having 4 trades per day, and 2 for London opening, 2 for New York opening, and like that I'm giving my uh, you know the pattern recognizing numbers game a probability that 8 trades I can take in 2 days, and 4 days I can take 20 trades, and I can lose $400 and come back from the loss which I have made. Sorry, guys. So this is how we'll be planning to take it forward. Any questions, any doubts with respect to the risk? Anything, guys? If not, there are two things we have to do. The first thing is explaining you about what is the mini CEO opportunity. Anyone who is watching this live can become an official partner with E2T Prof. So, you know, we can have a quick chat about how you can become a partner and what is the benefit. On a simple note, you get 15% commissions for any successful referral. You might have used any kind of applications, right? Uber, Ola, Zomato, Swiggy, or whatnot. You will have your affiliate link there itself. If you refer your friend, you will get certain coupons or percentages. Similarly, here you will have a separate team helping you achieve your goals, helping you proceed further with the you know uh, let's say achieving your referral targets. If you want, if I'm not sure if I'm using the right word, but you can help your friends, family to get the opportunity, trade with us every single day. You can also get all these supports as well. The morning Zoom meetings every day for the London opening and the New York opening, and you can also get this live session. You can also get weekly podcasts and webinars which we do. You can also get Monday mindset motive session which is done from our chief business officer, Mr. Ichod. So you can also get a lot of other benefits as well, right? So coming back to analyzing the market, that's what we are going to do the next. Excel sheet, can you send it just for the reference? Yes, Srinivas. It's already there in the, if you click on the link in the description, the YouTube live description, you can get it. If you want, I'm going to share it across. I've given a copy. So this is the journal we are going to mention it. Trade journal. This is a sample, and I'll just make a copy of this one. Copy this journal. I have mentioned it so that you can use it. That's not included with just a risk management Excel sheet. This includes with a journal which I have already created for everyone. I'll just name it. Okay, before naming it, those who are on the session, we were calling this as a financial freedom challenge, and we were saying that it's an FFC 2.0. Do you guys have any suggestion to this name? Those who are coming up with a good name for this challenge. So what are we trying to achieve? We are trying to start from a 10K capital, and we are trying to scale up from 10K capital to 12 consecutive periods. I don't know how much time it's gonna take. I don't know, what is the profits we are going to withdraw. Even though we just have to, mathematically speaking, it's just an 84 days are enough. For 7 days, I can pass one challenge. Another 7 days, I can pass another challenge. I can another 7 days like this. If you take seven into 12, 84 days is more than enough because we can trade cryptos as well. All along from this way, 84 days is more than enough, mathematically speaking. But when are we going to get our setups? When are we going to trade? Uh, you know, most of the time we are going to focus on New York session. We are going to see how the Asia and London is going to play around, and then put some trades based on this risk management. And we are going to update each and every trade on FFC 2.0 so that later people can also see what is the reason we are entering. I'll share with you what is the journal and how we can excuse me guys. Sorry. I'll also explain you. We are on a 21st week. I've created this for the whole year. You can copy this journal for completely free. Make use of it. My major structural concept is basically what is the weekly bias I have. So that's what we are going to discuss. And I'm going to take out all the drawings. I'll not use any kind of indicators, any kind of, what I would say, any sort of suggestions which gives me the weekly bias. I'll purely see what is in front of me with respect to the weekly bias. So When it comes to Bank Nifty was trading from all the way from the 48K when it had a consolidation to the structure. It got manipulated both ways, and it got even come back to this imbalance zone, which has created a 3 days consecutive gap of openings, where most of the people would have got stopped out with respect to this low. And considering this, it has created a good zone at 56070, keeping this as a liquidity. Most of the traders who want to short the market would have kept their stop loss above this, right? And considering previous week, yes, market has played out with respect to having both biases. On the other week, let's say fifth Monday, let's say that was 5th May, right? Yeah, 19th week. On the 19th week, which is basically starting with the quarter two, and even we had an Sindoor strike as well. It was so much volatility, and what is the weekly bias I have? Answering this one question, I'm taking through what has happened prior to the structure, what has happened with respect to the previous week, what has happened in the last week, and now. Market has already moved today, taking up this entire push, and on the lower time frame, it has you know took this liquidity previously happened on 13th May, and now it has created an imbalance between this sell off in the 1 hour. We can also say that this imbalance called as a balanced price range, because we can see that there is a gap formed in between this. Considering the weak candle, I'll be looking for shorting opportunity, but I'll be looking for an opportunity if it takes this liquidity out. So I don't have a weekly bias for me, considering this particular asset. I'll just copy paste this one. This is how we are going to, sorry, I'm sharing the right screen. Okay. With respect to Bank Nifty, on Monday, I'm adding one more drop down. Neutral bias, and I do not have any sort of, biases for Bank Nifty. So I'm skipping that trade, which I have already posted in the morning receipt today. So now we are moving back to the second update, which we have posted. Meanwhile, I'm coming back to the Excel questions. Do we have any mobile applications for trading? Yes, you can trade with the mobile applications with E2T Prep as well. With respect to the next asset, give me a second, guys. I just lost. USD JPY is our key next asset we were looking into. I'm just taking you through the analysis of the USD JPY. So we had a good rally all the way from even though this is a weekly perspective, setting up our ground for the next whole week, which is the 21st week, and this is going to be crucial for finishing this quarter in the next 5 weeks, because on another 5 more weeks we're going to be a mid of this year, which is we are finishing around 26th week in this year. At the same time, the first quarter FY 25-26 first quarter is going to end, and we had a good rally, and after that we had a pullback. Market have been consolidating from there, ranging with creating a new highs, And we can see that there is a structural change with respect to this internal structure got broke, and it has created a breakup structure with respect to this internal structure. At the same time, it has taken this liquidity out, targeting the new highs and all-time highs. But within that range, if you see from this day, which is last October 23rd to this zone, this is been consolidating, right? But with respect to this zone, market have forming a triple bottom sort of a pattern. At the same time, taking multiple support after taking this liquidity, which was created earlier, which is the internal structure. But here, an interesting fact: the last week, if you remember, I have posted like you know uh, from this zone. This is the weekly POI. We will get deeper into the weekly POIs and how to get the POI levels with respect to the strategy and the style which I'm using. But we have posted 2 weeks back. The zone is going to take a good support, which is the weekly POI midpoint, which is 1.144.099, and the zone, which is 146.839, which is respected earlier, you know, which is respected with respect to the previous zones. These are the key area which I was expecting. But when the market was trading in this zone, you can see that on a lower time frame. If I take you through a 1 hour chart, when the market took this liquidity, which was created on the last April, we can clearly see that there is a good imbalance in this zone, right? You guys agree with me? Is there an imbalance we can see? Right? We have a good imbalance with respect to this zone. After taking this liquidity, market have targeted this. I'm just deleting for your reference so that it's much more easy to understand. On a lower time frame, it has created a liquidity and it got grabbed and it has pushed down, creating a breakoff structure here. You will have to go through 15 minutes to understand the structural difference. Yes, this is the internal structure got broke, and then within that zone, it has created another imbalance. This is the imbalance which is created in between that zone. You can see that even that got rejected. Now the structural shift has been happened on a 15 minutes, and then we had this good rally back towards the same zone. So answering to this question, USD JPY on this weekly view, I'm keeping it open between 144.130 to 146.843, because within this zone, it has rejected from this imbalance. It has also rejected from the lower time frame imbalance which is created after taking this liquidity. And if the market, we don't have any sort of imbalances formed, we cannot see any sort of imbalances formed within this. But on a lower time frame, on a 4 hours, I can see that there is a good area where people would have placed most of their trades here, right? Most of the pending orders. In the later stage of our this live session, I'll take you through the volume profiles and explain you, what are the stacked imbalances we have with respect to each time. But today, we setting the goal for the whole week. We will take you through only the biases, so that this is the bias which I'm looking into, and make sure, as I always say in my previous live sessions, consider this as an educational purpose, and don't consider if you are, uh, you know, I, I'll tell you how I trade and what are my strength and improvement points as well, so that it will be much more easy when it comes to taking a trade for you guys. I'm good at my analysis. That's what I think. I'm good at my views with respect to pinpointing the entries. Sometimes when I write, you can see the last 2 weeks gold view, which we have posted saying that we might get a good pullback from the zone. I haven't posted, I haven't, shared this weekly POI numbers with you, but I've posted saying that when the market was trading with 3,400 level, I was expecting. This is kind of precision I do in my analysis, but at the same time, when I'm wrong, if you don't have the similar kind of a view, please make sure you refrain from, trading in that instrument with confusing bias. If you are with me, trade with me. If you are not with me, please do not disturb your style of strategy. Because by sharing the views or bias, I don't want you guys to be misguided with the wrong perspective what I have in any stage of live trading. Because I want by watching this live session, it should be helpful for you to analyze by your own and trade your own. It's going to give you some sort of indications how I analyze. We will also take some live trades if the setups are giving us. So please make sure this two things. When I'm right, I'll be right to the pinpoint, but when I'm wrong, please do not follow me because it will ruin your style of strategy as well. Okay. Wolf, please try to use mic. Really sorry, brother. We do have a mic, but I haven't connected to the mic. I'll use the IC Wolf. What is your view about Euro JPY? I'll have a look at Euro JPY right after we finish with respect to our morning views. Quickly taking you to the views for USD JPY. Yes, so that on a weekly, this is what I'm looking. It had a good pull back towards the zone. On a 4 hours, if the market is able to take support from the zone, not from here, it has to come down. It has to come down and let's draw this here itself. Yeah, I'm waiting for this little bit key area. This is the key focus area. I'll be okay. I'll just pass my views. Yeah, these are all the entry points which have already, been mentioned. Just TJPY. Yeah, 1 second, guys. Yeah, we have our entry point as well. If you take 1 hour, same entry point, the market is giving another one more opportunity. So I'm keen to look forward between 144,447 to 144,130. In the New York session, if we get this opportunity, I'll be looking to initiate our first trade, keeping a $25 risk on this trade, taking a second entry on this too, targeting 149, 151. Let's keep our view and initiate our position. This is the long position I'm interested to proceed it further. I won't take when when it is a falling knife. I will be more interested. Don't tell me that you have drawn here something and you know I I have taken the same trade, but I won't take or initiate a trade when the market is falling down. I'll take a trade when it is pushing back from this you know the fall if it is happening. If it did not happen, then I'll like wait between this two zones. This is basically this imbalance and this imbalance. And within this zone, which is the weekly POI, I'll analyze the lower time frame structure to identify the long or short bias. At the moment, I'm not changing my long bias. I'm keeping the view similar, but this zone, this is a tricky question where I'm not getting answers. If somebody is watching the same view, please do post. We can do our analysis as well. What is your view about Euro GPY? Okay. Euro yen, are you looking to trade for today? I see Wolf, ICE Wolf Trader. What's your good name, brother? ICE Wolf. What's your good name? Are you still there? Okay, let's put the weekly bias basically. On the last 2 weeks, it's bearish bias. We have a good set of rejection from this candle. We also have taken this internal structure liquidity that is targeting this zone. It have been consolidating from this sell-off. So the next structure, if we draw a structure now, if the market wants to target this liquidity, which is the external liquidity, or this one, okay, we'll consider both possibilities. If it is targeting the external high towards the all-time high, then it might come back to this level and take out this one and push towards the external and then target the internal. This is the possibility number one, right? But looking at the weekly time frame, now the market is targeting between this and this, right? Let's keep it just these two areas. Yeah, let's go back to the 4 hours. If you see this zone as a consolidation, on this consolidation on a 4 hours, which has taken an imbalance from the zone, which has been moving from, let's say, from the lower time frame, I'll be looking more for a long opportunity, not this 4 hours. So this 4 hours, the candle which has opened today, now we have got another, 35 minutes, right? So in the next 35 minutes, whatever the area which is closing, that smaller liquidity, which will be taken off. Basically, the New York session, yeah, okay. I'm keen to understand what is going to happen here. You can say that it's a structural break as well. On the 15 minutes charts, yes, for the New York opening, I'll be looking for short to scalp. And once it reaches to this zone, and based on this zone activity, I'll be looking for Euro JPY to proceed it further for the long, or yeah, this is the zone I'll be waiting. This imbalance is what I'm looking at, Mr. ICE Nadir. Sorry, Nadir. This is what I'm looking for Euro JPY within this zone, which is 162.734 and 162.933. Jasmal Rahman, which strategy are you following? I combine between price action, between ICT you can call it, or SMC you can call it. I look for two things: balance and the liquidity. That's the only thing I follow, and rest everything is based on the structures, based on the market movements. Wherever the market is, showing us the way, we'll proceed it further, keeping uh, the power of three as well. So if you look at entering this trade, Euro JPY, at here for a risk reward of 1:3 won't be my idea. I won't get in here. I'll wait for, even if I get an opportunity to enter at 161 even today, I'll enter this trade. But same way, I'll make sure that there are certain rules I follow, which sometimes gives you an accurate entry. We're looking at the uh, volume profile charts as well. So parallelly, I have opened in another chart. I'll share with you if it is possible. For a confluence, I use the volume profile. Great. Yes, it is possible to visible. Let me just share my screen. Where are we? So Euro JPY, if you look at 4 hours, here we can see a good order block which is rejecting. We can also see that that order block is being rejected, but most of the trend line traders would have been taking long positions with respect to this value area low, and we might need to go below this value area to find out a good opportunity in the long run, right? So if you go for 15 minutes, so this is what I do. I take, yeah, as we said, there is a good imbalance. There is a stacked imbalance between this zone. You can clearly see that with the volume profile. There are so many orders has been placed, and this is what I'll do. I'll wait for this zone, this imbalance area. So we have drawn an imbalance here with respect to not identifying where was the exact stacked imbalances, but then we understood the fact that yes, this is trading from here, right? So that's all about Euro JPY, BTC USD. What an amazing rally with respect to 78K levels, right? If you have been following from our community all the way from this zone, we have been looking to say that 78, 800 level zone, we are expecting up to 20K, 20K. So the weekly POI, which has created with respect to this zone and this zone, I'm looking for anything below 100K to look for long opportunities. I'm not looking for short opportunities, I'm looking for long opportunities, and anything below 100K, possibly we might come back to this level. So usually, what I do, I keep my weekly bias for Monday, and whichever the things are, which wherever I'm on the right train, I travel with that journey. not, I'll skip the other journey. Like Bank Nifty, I'm on the wrong train, wrong bias. So I'm not trading with Bank Nifty. I'm looking for other opportunities, which is trading with USD JPY we have discussed, ETC we have discussed, even we found Euro JPY, gold. Okay. What's happening with gold? This is the area of POI which we have discussed, and market is pushing from here. And even in the morning missive, when the the London opening was happening, even yesterday or even today at 6:37, when I posted, they're expecting a good push towards from this zone. Again, this is sort of the imbalance I was waiting when we had a good rally. I've posted in the community as well saying that we this is a pullback time. Yes, that pullback got happened. Now what I'm waiting for? Now I'm waiting for New York to manipulate both Asia and London. Why I'm saying manipulate both Asia and London? It might not even give an opportunity for traders who are waiting to enter from 3,200 level, because this sort of imbalance have been already filled. Let us go back and check with respect to the futures chart. Yeah, look at this. Now it is trading a slight above the value area, but at the same time, if you look at the volume profile with respect to 15 minutes, you can see that a good sort of rejections and a good sort of support from 3244 in the futures, which is basically this area. It has not even left any sort of imbalance with respect to bulls. Bulls were able to push the market with respect to this imbalance, pushed again with respect to this area of breaker block. It came back and mitigated the breaker block and pushed again. This is the order block which has been given rejections for first time for London, again for New York. It has been pushed and took this liquidity but closed above this zone, which is faking out on the short positions. We will have uh, this target, which is our 3302 is going to achieve in the next one. But with respect to smaller risk size, I'll be still waiting for you know, yeah, this, at least this area, somewhere close to, if not below the value area, somewhere close to this zone to come back, and bulls might give a support, so that for the traders now, right now, if you consider from just being a price action trader, those who have placed an order with respect to having this breakout, most of the people would have placed long orders from this breakout. We need to see whether this is an actual breakout or a fake out. If it's a fake out, what is going to happen? It will come back to this zone again, which is the low created here. From there we can see a continuous push, right? If it's a fake out. But if it's an actual breakout, it might need some more time, because it had first push, second push, and the third push, keeping as bullish flag pattern, sort of a bullish flag pattern, but it had larger pullback rather than just a small pullback. So I'm just waiting those entries which I've did early. I'm just holding it, and those new entries adding to this winning position, because this is my first entry. This is my second entry, and we are now near to the target, but we might get only 1:1 by entering this position at this time, right? So basically, I don't want to get into a position where it is over traded, but at the same time I want to get into a position where, if it's even 1:1, I'll just wait for this area, which is somewhere close to 3,232 in the futures chart, but somewhere close to on a 15 minutes, the same zone, 3 to 20. This is what I'll be looking for in New York opening. Sorry guys, since I'm sharing the entire screen, it looks a bit clumsy. So thank you so much for your valuable time and energy. And as we discussed, we have just put, lay down our, you know, what are we going to do and how are we going to do with respect to asset classes. Do let me know your valuable suggestions. We have spent more than 1 hour 20 minutes. I was planned for 1 hour, but let's see if we are able to get some momentum with respect to financial freedom challenge 2.0. I'm happy to trade along with you guys, and I'm happy to be a part of a great journey along with you. So let me know your valuable suggestion. First thing, what do you liked about the session? What you didn't like about the session? Make sure you just comment it in the chat box. Make sure you guys are using the free trial before you start with your hard-earned money. And wish you nothing less than success ahead. All the very best. Take care. See you tomorrow. Yes, Mr. Nadir, if you have the TradingView Premium, whatever the little bit knowledge I have with respect to the volume footprint, yes, we will discuss while we take the entries live. Okay. Thank you, Prasad. Thank you, everyone. All the very best. Wish you nothing less than success ahead.